made on the 23rd of March. It's a month later. We have issued a statement at the beginning of this week that he has resigned from the board of BLSA following his resignation from the board of Eskom. And on Tuesday, he resigned also from Imperial. Needless to say that Mark, being the longest serving member of Business Leadership South Africa, and us had these difficult conversations from the very beginning when these surfaced. Because remember, this is 2014, 2015, the first media reports hit. And we've been having these conversations. But what we wanted to do this time round, not because it involves one of our own, was just to ensure that due process has been followed. So we waited for a scheduled board meeting. And after the resignation from the Eskom board, we decided that this was going to be too long. We then had an emergency board meeting on Thursday last week. Last week. And that decision was then accepted, his resignation, in that meeting. It was long, for sure. We accept that. But we thought that let's be rather prudent and err on the side of being overcautious, rather than speedily run into this head first. Because our job as Business Leadership South Africa is how do we continue to sensitize our CEOs to the conversations that the country is having and ensure that they are not tone deaf to those conversations. So we're happy with the statement that we have issued. I think it's quite clear where our values and our long-term intent sits. And we thank Mark Lamberti for having enabled us to do two things. One, to allow us as BLSA space to execute on our most important task. While secondly, it gives him time to deal with this issue that has befallen him in his execution of his professional duties.